Okay, and we're back, and it's time for Topic of the Week. And this week, we're very privileged to have a special guest. This week, our special guest is Clinton Swaine, world's leading and greatest experiential trainer and course designer, and the owner of Frontier Trainings, the world's leading provider of experiential training and development courses. Clinton, welcome.
Thank you very much for letting me be here.
Our very happy to have you here and very interested in what you've got to say. Now, Clinton, a lot of people, including our viewers, have done experiential training, or perhaps not. Perhaps they've actually just gone to the normal seminars that occur in the marketplace, and there's a lot of them. And I think the research and the experience of these people is consistently that whilst you hear a lot of great stuff in these courses and you write it down and take notes and you get very motivated and excited, the number one problem for these people after having spent their money is that they go back out into the community and they don't implement the change. They go there with ideas about what they want and what they need to change and how they want their life to change, and they fail to take action. Now, you've got some solutions to that, haven't you?
Absolutely, I have. I mean, what we talk about is when people are actually going to those courses and they're busy writing and writing and writing, they come back, they fold up and they put it on the shelf, and we sort of call it shelf help. And of course, they never refer back to it at all.
Yeah.
And they've done all this time, spent all this money,
Yeah.
and never got the benefit of it. So the key here is, how do we get people to apply the lessons they're learning in the actual training room when they leave? And we do it through experiential training.
Yeah. Well, can you tell the viewers a little bit about what experiential training is, please?
Yeah, experiential training is taking a skill, but rather than just hearing about it, actually executing it, training it, and learning it so it's in your body, in your physiology. And so that way when you leave, you've already done it the first time. See, if I simply hear about it, I don't have any experience. If I get to do it and actually go through all the different steps, execute it, fail in the training room in a safe environment, then what happens is when I leave, that first fear of doing it has gone. And now when I go the second time, third time, fourth time, I get so much better at it, and I have lost that reluctance to go ahead and do it.
It's a very interesting thing, experiential training, because beyond the practicalities of it, there's an experience of personal growth that's permanent in that process, isn't there?
Yeah, you feel it. I mean, you walk out of it and you know that change has happened in the room versus planning to have change happening in the future.
Yeah, so you're immersed in this environment. It's a special environment that's created through a lot of effort and a lot of genius put into it for your design, and you actually go through some transformative experiences when you're doing the experiential process, isn't that right?
Yeah, we take you out of your comfort zone. So you walk into a room and we use music, we use lights, we use room setup. We might take you into a room set up like Rome or like Egypt or something out of your normal operating environment. And then you get to play a game by interacting with teams and operate like a real life business in a foreign environment. And by doing so, you're taken out of your comfort zone and having to learn in a much more highly stimulative environment.
But I've noticed too, in that process, when you do feedback sessions after those people go through those experiences, which are actually transformative, they're sharing with you fundamental change in themselves.
It's profound. It's amazing what people learn in an environment that's designed to stimulate learning. Look, when we go back when we were children, what did we learn? We played with blocks, colors, shapes, we painted. It was interactive and experiential. But what happened in our education system? As we get older, we start taking away the colors, taking away the blocks, sit up straight, here's a pen. And over time, we get to the point where we're sitting in long lecture lines, hearing a lecturer up there who doesn't really want to be there, pouring out content in a monotone voice, and wondering why we're struggling to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, because I notice too, and I go to a number of seminars and I compare them, I see people all the time, they're in there and they've got their iPad and the guy's sharing some really great information. There's no doubt about the quality in most of them, not all of them. And these people are in there and some of them are having a sleep and some of them are talking to their friends, some of them are on the phone. And of course, they get their handouts and as you said, it's self-help. But the thing is, people who go to Frontiers training and do experiential learning, they're in there, they're at the coalface, they're having an immersive experience that is transformative so that when they leave that room, they actually are a changed person. They came in with goals and a significant number of them are achieved if they participate, because participation equals value, isn't that right?
Look, when people get to participate, they're fully engaged in the material, they're learning. There's no time to sit there and fall asleep or to be on their phone making messages to their friends. They're busy immersed in the learning, working, growing, and changing. And as a result of that, it's incredible to see the results, because that half hour block or 1 hour block now becomes highly impactful learning.
Yeah, and the play to win segment that you do with Frontier Trainings is actually over a couple of days, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 3 days, of immersive learning. And you come in early in the morning, you leave late, but you engage the entire time.
Yeah.
And as a result, there is no tiredness. At the end of it, you're like so excited that you can't wait to keep coming back and doing more.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's amazing too, because with using your genius for designing these experiential processes means that whatever level you're at when you come there, it operates to take you to the next level, doesn't it?
Absolutely. We've got people who are starting out in business, beginning a business, they come in, they got incredible lessons. I've had a billionaire in the training room come and get profound lessons that allowed him to go off and recreate a whole lot of new wealth in a new business and industry.
Yeah.
Experiential learning is designed that the different level will work for you and allow you to get lessons to help you where you are.
Yeah, and that means you could actually come back again, and you've advanced as a person and achieved some change you wanted, but there's more.
Every time you come back and do it, you've changed.
Yeah.
The training environment has changed, and as a result, there's always new lessons, always new layers.
Yeah, because that's a little bit about, well, it's a lot about self-actualization, isn't it?
It's about reaching the best we can be. And my philosophy is, if we have a business or a career and want to be the best we can be, we've got to grow ourselves to become the best we can be.
Yeah, and it's a little bit like my last week's guest, Neville Christie from CEO Mentors, who was talking about business with soul. When you're self-actualized, you're creating a business that's in line with your passions, strengths, and your actualization.
You love to do it, you're excited about doing it, you can't wait to share the message, and that's the best way to go out and impact other people.
Yeah, could you also tell the viewers a little bit about Frontier Trainings, please, your business?
Yeah, Frontier Trainings is a company. I created it 8 years ago now, and it was designed for me because I want to create an environment that allowed me to grow to be the best I could be, and the best way to learn is by teaching. So I started teaching this incredible material, and it's expanded over 8 years, and now we have 200 games, powerful, impactful games, all different types of environments, as I said, like Rome, Egypt, all different types of environments to immerse students into, and they come out of it and love it. And so I have 23 courses of material, 84 days of experiential training in all different areas of business, investing, and personal development and stage skills to get them to rise up to the highest level they can be.
Yeah, and you've got a faculty of people to help you with that, haven't you?
Yeah, what I do is I dress up in costumes. And so when I'm in Rome, we'll have the Roman emperor there. When we're in set up in the military, we'll have our military costumes on, and that allows us to take the students into a deeper, more immersive environment because everything is congruent in the environment. And so I have 117 different characters I use that allows me to dive deep and take the students into these environments.
Yeah, and how many people can you estimate that you've given the opportunity to go through these courses to?
Thousands worldwide.
Yeah.
We're based in London, San Diego and Los Angeles, and based in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
And I've taught in 26 countries, Egypt, China, all around the world. And I'm just very blessed that I do what I love every day, and it has profound impact on all students.
Yeah, because I know you're really passionate about what you do, and I think from observing it that one of the reasons you're really passionate is watching an individual again and again and again blossom in an amazing way in that room.
It's incredible. Look, to watch someone take a concept or someone who's scared of being on stage, and within a short time of working with them, they're confident on stage, they love being on stage, they're sharing their message, they're passionate about what they're doing. It's incredible. And I get to live that every single day, watching people get inspired, grow, change, and profoundly change for the long term.
Yeah. I know you've seen people stand up on the stage and declare to a group a barrier they've had in their life, which has really limited them in every possible way. And you've seen them before your eyes break that barrier.
I had a child of one of our students that came in. Initially, he was very quiet, very shy, didn't want to get up on stage, didn't want to share. Yeah. Within about 3 or 4 days, he suddenly realized, oh my God, suddenly decided to dive into the material, and now he gets on stage and introduces his name and goes, my name is Gregory and I am a future world leader. Yeah. Now this is 10-year-old owning the fact that he wants to go out there and be a future world leader. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's inspiring. But the thing that I wanted to emphasize to viewers is you get to watch people do this every time you run these courses, every day that you run them.
Yeah, I just finished 3 days. I've got another 12 days coming up, and so my life is about being in this place of empowerment and support, and it's so great to be in.
Yeah, you travel all over the world to these locations you mentioned. So Melbourne's got a play to win again, has it?
Melbourne's got a play to win, November 23 to 25, and it's offered at no charge, so people can come along and understand what's experiential training like.
Did you hear that? You can go to this world-class, world-leading process called Frontiers Training's Play to Win for nothing. Is that right?
Yeah, it's 3 days.
3 days.
3 days at no charge, so you can understand, is experiential training right for you? And if it works for you, then you can see what else we have to support you on that path. But 3 days of incredible value that will transform your life at no cost.
But there is one catch for people who come to this. It is asked that you make a commitment to do it, because participation equals value. So whilst it's free, if you come to it, you should get what you can out of it. Is that right?
Look, it's exactly, participation equals value. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. If you're going to come along and spend 3 days with me, absolutely come along, participate, play full out, and it'll be amazing what transformation can happen.
Yeah, it is. Now, what does Frontier Training stand for, and what's it hoping to achieve?
Our goal is to make a big difference in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed I get to travel around the world and do that. And we are constantly looking at improving and doing everything we can to make the greatest amount of impact on the greatest number of people.
Oh, that's great. It's really going to make a difference because I've seen people transform in this situation. So the more people do this, the better our communities are going to be. Where can we find out more about this?
You can go on our website, which is frontiertrainings.com, and there you can find out about Play to Win and register for that online.
All right. Well, that's great. So all you've got to do is go to the website, register yourself to come, clear your calendar for those days. When is it again?
November 23 to 25 and frontiertrainings.com.
All right. So you go on the website, you register, you go to Frontiers Trainings Play to Win, and if I'm available at the time, I'll come in and have a look too.